everyone. Welcome back to Orchestrated Rams with Ian on the LA Rams Up Podcast Network. Today we'll be breaking down the top 5 most impactful plays of the game between the Los Angeles Rams and Miami Dolphins on Monday Night Football. And what a defensive battle this primetime game was, as the Rams and Dolphins defenses both made spectacular plays to keep their respective teams, alive and fighting for a victory. But ultimately, the Rams offense was very poor, and the Dolphins offense did enough to secure a victory. And with that said, let's get into it. On this first impactful play of the game, first quarter, opening drive of the game, 12 minutes, 52 seconds left, 3rd and 13 situation for the Dolphins offense as the game is tied 0-0. And in this first play we're going to go through, the Miami Dolphins decide to pass the ball, and we can start at the top. So you have Jalen Waddle, one of the fastest receivers in the NFL. He'll be running a streak or go route, whatever you like to call it, more attacking the outside of the field. Tyreek Hill right next to him, arguably one of the most fastest and explosive and dangerous offensive players in league history, truthfully. He'll be running a streak or go route, more to the inside of the field, attacking the middle of the field a little bit more, but it'll also be a streak go route. You're going to get Jonnu Smith, the tight end. He'll have a little block, check down to the flat afterwards. And then you have Achane, the running back. He'll be running to the flats on the bottom side or right side of the field. And then Odell Beckham Jr., former Ram, he'll be running a stop or curl route, whatever you like to call it. And that's what the Dolphins offense is doing on this 3rd and long situation. Now, the Rams defense, they're in their dime package, meaning there's 6 defensive backs on the football field. It could be corners, safeties, however you want to mix it up. And that usually is to help defend the pass. You want faster skill guys out there guarding the field. And in this dime package that they're currently in, they decide to run cover 6, meaning one player will have deep for one half of the field, and then 2 players will guard the other half deep. So you're going to get Curl here. He'll guard this whole half. You're going to get Quinn Lake. He'll guard the interior of that half, and then Kobe Durant will guard the exterior of that half. So 3 people deep, 2 on one side, 1 on the complete other side, and then everyone else underneath. That's basically cover 6, a type of quarters coverage. So you get underneath, you'll have underneath, and then the linebackers also drop as well underneath. So cover 6, 2 people one side deep, 1 person on the other side deep. So in this, let's let it play and see what the heck happens. And then right here, 2 things I'm going to circle real quick. The pass rush cannot get the Tua. Tua does a nice job of stepping up in the pocket, but this has been an issue for the Rams' young defense overall, and especially their defensive line and their pass rush, where they just miss way too many tackles or do not disrupt enough in the pocket to get quarterbacks to be flustered and not create more plays down the field to keep a play alive. So here, Braden Fisk and co. cannot get the Tua, more missed tackles. And then also, you see Tyreek Hill, being such the dangerous player that he is, his go route that's attacking more to the interior of the field gets Kobe Durant to get off his specific area of the field deep, which would be more to the exterior of the football field. Because he's running right by him, he says, Tyreek Hill is going to start running past me if I don't help out. But with him doing that and Tyreek Hill getting the attention of Durant, who's supposed to be guarding the outside deep, that leaves Jalen Waddle wide open on his streak go route, which is not good for the Rams defense here. But we'll let it play and we'll see what happens. Well, Tua steps up and he finds Jalen Waddle just hanging out right there. He throws his hand up and says, hey, I'm pretty dang open. Toss me the rock. And Tua does find him and gets a huge completion to keep the drive alive. And bang. Really impactful play here on the opening drive of the game to keep the drive alive for the Dolphins, and they do end up scoring not too long after this and getting a touchdown to start the game 7-0 to lead the Rams. But that just shows you there on this play, when you have an elite speedster, playmaker, pass catcher, sometimes players will bail on the responsibility of what type of area is supposed to guard the field because they're worried, like, if I don't help out, that guy's going to get us on this play. And because of that, Kobe Durant bailed from his side of the field that he was supposed to guard and left Jalen Waddle wide open on that cover 6 zone coverage they were running. Incredibly impactful. On the second impactful play of the game, we're going to jump all the way to the second quarter. 7 minutes, 48 seconds left. 3rd and 13 situation with the Rams down 0-10 at this point, and the Rams offense has been bad. Flat out bad. Bad line play, bad everything. And they're hoping that the defense can help them out and force a punt, get a stop against the Dolphins defense here in the second quarter. So we'll start with the offense. The Dolphins decide to pass the football out of the empty backfield. No running backs in the back. You're going to get a deep comeback curl, stop route, whatever you like to call it, by Jalen Waddle. You're going to get a flat route by Mostert, the running back lined out wide. You're going to get a block and then check down by Jonnu Smith, the tight end. Odell Beckham also going to be running a deep comeback curl route. And then Tyreek Hill is also going to be running the same, a deep comeback curl route. So everyone's just trying to get to where they need the first down yardage, turn around, and then hopefully Tua can see them and complete a pass. That's what the Dolphins are doing. Defensively, the Rams defense is yet again in their dime package, 6 DBs on the field to help guard the pass better. In this, I believe they're running a type of combo coverage. So everyone else is running cover 2. So you're going to get 2 people responsible deep. So he'll have 1 half deep there, that safety. He'll have the other half deep there. And then you're going to get underneath. Roseman's going to drop back. Durant is also going to drop back. I know I drew the wrong dude. Erase that real quick. He's going to drop back underneath as well. And then why I say it's combo coverage is that you're going to get Quentin Lake man with Odell, and then Akella Witherspoon is going to be man with Tyreek. So combo meaning 2 type of coverages is going on. Man on one side, zone cover 2 pretty much everywhere else. And that's why I think that's what they're doing there, and that's why I call it that. Now, we're going to let this thing play here, and something interesting and fun also happens on the D-line on top of this combo coverage in the backside. So let's let it go. All right, right here. So on top of the combo coverage, cover 2 and man going on everywhere else, as you can see, Quinn Lake just immediately turn and say, all right, where is Odell Beckham running? And you get man there and everyone else dropping into coverage. Up front with the pass rushers, the D-line and the outside linebackers trying to get to the quarterback, they run a stunt. And a stunt, long story short, is when you have your pass rushers attack one way first, and then they're going to twist or whip around to attack in a different direction. So, as you can see here, Byron Young, he starts to attack on the outside, but then he's going to twist and start attacking on the inside. Braden Fisk, he was attacking initially on the inside, but then he starts to work around and attack on the outside. Jared Verse on the opposite side. He initially started to attack on the outside, and then he starts to go inside. Kobe Turner, inside first, and then he's twisting around to go the outside. So again, stunt, twist, whatever you like to call it, it's when you're attacking one way first, and then whip around, twist around to attack in a different direction to confuse the O-line or even free yourself up to have a better path to the quarterback and get him down to the ground and sack him. So that's what the Rams D-line is doing on top of the combo coverage behind them. And we'll let this thing go a little bit more and see what the heck happens. So there, you see everyone start to get their twist, everyone attacking where they're supposed to on the stunt twist. And then Jared Verse, I'm going to circle him real quick. One of the best edge defenders in the NFL this season, outside of just rookies. I mean, he's clearly one of the best edge outside linebacker, DN guys in the league. He just manhandles the Dolphins O-lineman here. Bull rush, straight power, gets him off, and then sack Tua Tagovailoa and strips the ball out. Strip sack. What a fantastic job by him. Just being an absolute beast. And the stunt twist working out beautifully to get him one-on-one with a guard there. Now, we'll let this thing play a little bit more. And I know people would argue, hey, Jalen Waddle could have been open on that deep comeback curl route. I doubt it. Right here, people are like, oh, if Tua had more time, he could have laser beamed it in there to Jalen Waddle. But you had Roseboom underneath. You had Darius Williams underneath. And I think more likely than not, they probably could have made a play on the football, broke it up, intercepted it, or some sorts. So I don't believe that would have been the case, as many people had argued. But right here, again, Jared Verse manhandling the lineman, getting to Tua, strip sack, Rams recover. What an impactful play this was by him and the Rams defense to keep the ball game alive. On this third impactful play of the game, we're going to jump all the way now to the third quarter. 6 minutes, 27 seconds. Dolphins offense in a third and 3 situation here, with the Rams trailing 6-10 as their offense continues to just have bad O-line play, bad execution overall, and they're down by 4 at this point in the game. So, real quick, the Dolphins offense, when they were subbing in players before they broke the huddle, they decided to sub in 3 tight ends, or 13 personnel, people like to call it, where you have 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 receiver. And that usually means, hey, we're going to be in a run-looking formation, and it made sense in this 3rd and 3 situation. And the Rams defense, in response to that, as they could see players going in and the coaches on the sideline say, hey, they're subbing in tight ends, we got to get into a bigger run-stopping formation, they decide to deploy their traditional 3-4 look, which is 3 D linemen, a nose tackle, and 2 D tackles, 2 outside linebackers, edge rushers, edge defenders, Hoyt and Jared Verse, and then 2 traditional inside linebackers. So that is more of a bigger body run-stopping formation. But the Dolphins say, hey, we're not lining up in a traditional 3 tight end look. We're going to spread everybody out with an empty backfield. We're throwing the ball here, and that is very unfavorable for bigger bodies like a Hoyt, like a Verse, and even the traditional inside linebacker guys. Very unfavorable matchup, having to guard the pass with bigger bodies on this 3rd and short situation. So with that said, the Dolphins decide to pass the ball, and let's go through the routes. So we'll start at the top. You'll be getting an in route by this tight end here. At the top, you'll be getting kind of like a short slant by the next tight end, Smith. The next inside tight end will be running a deeper post. We'll zoom down to the bottom. You'll be getting an out route here. And then you'll be getting a streak go route by Achane, the running back, lined out wide. And that is what the Dolphins offense is doing out of this 3 tight end formation or look, personnel package. Now, again, like I said, 3-4 run stopping look for the Rams defense, but they decide to run cover 2, Tampa 2 out of this. And what that is that you're going to get 2 people responsible deep. So that first guy will be Darius Williams. You'll get Cameron Kitchens deep on the other half. You're going to get Roseboom. He is going to be deep slightly underneath the other 2 guys. And then everyone else will be zone underneath, which I do believe they have Durant purposely man on the outside tight end, as you know, he can keep up with his speed. So, but overall, I believe it's cover Tampa 2. Again, the Tampa meaning that there's somebody deep, a linebacker underneath the very far deep guys there. So, what the heck ends up happening? Let's let it play. So right here, you see that Rose Boom is dropping into that underneath Tampa 2, right? That deeper intermediate part of the field that he's responsible for. So you see him turn and follow the tight end running the post. You see Darius bailing back. You see Kitchens bailing back. And then right here, it was the right play call at the right time. They get Jonnu Smith running a slant into the area where nobody is guarding. And Michael Hoyt's not at fault. He's guarding his zone. Omar Speights is guarding his zone, but, he starts to bail back a little bit more than I think he should have on that play. But regardless, easy completion for Tua to throw to Jonnu Smith. Easy catch and an easy run afterward because Omar Speights is looking that way. And some really, really bad tackling occurs right after this catch as well. So we'll let it play a little bit more. So he has the catch, but again, because Omar was bailing backwards a little bit further than he should have on that, he can't make the tackle there on Jonnu. And then we have Quentin Lake try to rally. He has a bad tackle. Roseboom trying to rally. He has a bad tackle attempt. And Jonnu Smith gets all the way to the 1 yard line when this should have been maybe a 5, 6, 7, 8 yard completion at the most. But bad tackling leads to bad plays, and bad plays lead to giving up touchdowns. And that's pretty much what ended up happening, as the Dolphins did score a play later. But I'll let it go and see what I mean here. On this fourth impactful play of the game, we're going to be jumping now all the way to the fourth quarter. 11 minutes, 47 seconds left. 3rd and 19 situation for the Dolphins offense, as the Rams are currently down 9-17. Still alive, still in it because of the defense, but the Rams offense continues to just play really bad football overall. O-line play, execution, very bad, but they're still alive. And in this 3rd and 19 situation with the Rams defense hoping to get a stop, the Dolphins decide to pass the ball, of course, and we will start at the bottom. So you'll be getting an in route or a dig route. You'll be getting a post by Waddle. You'll be getting here also another in route by him. You'll be getting Mostert here. He'll be having a block, and then he'll check down to the flat, and then he'll be getting Odell Beckham Jr. He'll be running a corner route, so he's going to take it to the inside a little bit and then get to the corner there. So that is what the Dolphins offense is doing on this 3rd and very long situation. Now, the Rams defense is yet again in the dime package, 6 DBs on the field to help guard the pass better, and they'll be running cover 2 man. Cover 2 meaning that there's 2 people responsible deep, so he'll get one half the field deep there, he'll get the other, and everyone else is in man-to-man coverage. So you'll get man here, man. Roseboom, I know, is lined up like he's rushing, but he's really in man with the running back, and then man up top there. So cover 2, 2 people deep, man, out of the dime package. And we'll let this thing go here and see what the heck happens. So right here, immediate pressure by the pass rush of the LA Rams. Jared Verse zooms in there immediately, but he cannot break down and get Tua down. He zooms to try to lay him out full force, but Tua, being athletic, he's able to, reverse pivot, spin out of it, and gets free. So let's continue to see what happens here. So in that flurry, Roseboom was in man-to-man right here with Raheem Mostert, the running back. But in that flurry, Roseboom says, Jared Verse had the sack. So he loses Mostert there and is trying his best to catch up in his responsibility to be man-to-man with him. But Mostert, being one of the fastest players in the NFL, one of the fastest running backs for sure, just escapes and just floats into the open area and gets a first down. Unbelievable. Let's let it go a little bit more. And as you can see right here, he's getting pretty dang open. Tua sees it. He knows it. Roseboom right here on the X I just drew, tripped and fell. He's nowhere near Mostert. No one's going to catch him. And he has all this green grass, green turf, to be able to run forward and get a first because of his elite speed. And what an absolute meltdown there by the Rams defense. Should have had a sack on Tua. Verse couldn't do it. He over pursued. And then Mostert breaks free from the man-to-man coverage from Roseboom and gets an easy first down. Unbelievable. What an impactful play this was. Where the Dolphins continue to add to their lead after this. On this fifth and final impactful play of the game. Fourth quarter, 6 minutes, 39 seconds. Rams offense is finally close to scoring here on this 3rd and goal situation. And they are down 9-20. And the Rams offense has just been flat out bad, sloppy, crappy, whatever word you want to say thus far in the game. Really bad O-line play. Can't open up holes for the running back to run through. Had not pass protect well, giving up multiple pressure sacks, quarterback curries. But here they are with some redemption to make this game a one-score game late in the 4th. And they decide to pass the ball here. So we'll start at the top. Demarcus Robinson will be running a shorter in or dig route. Cooper Kupp will be doing the same, but a little bit deeper, more to the back of the end zone on his in dig route. You'll get Williams, the running back. He'll be running that Texas angle route, whatever word you like to call it. It's like a slant out of the backfield for a running back. He'll be doing that. Davis Allen, who is now starting ahead of Colby Parkinson, their big free agent signing. He's leapfrogged him in the lineup. He'll be having a little motion across to the opposite side of the field. And then once he gets to his spot, he'll be running an out route. And you'll get Puka Nacua, who's been held in check majority of the game by Jalen Ramsey and the good veteran pass defense of the Dolphins. He'll be running a little stop comeback route at the goal line to hopefully get open there. And that is what the Rams offense is doing on this 3rd down. Defensively, the Dolphins are yet again running cover 2 as they did a bunch in this game with their veteran secondary. So you'll be getting 1 person deep on that side, 2 to make it the cover 2, and then everyone else underneath. So you'll get zone short here, zone there, zone underneath here, zone underneath, and zone underneath. So everything keeping it short to stop them on this 3rd and short or 3rd and goal situation close to scoring. But let's let this thing go here and see what the heck happens. And right here. I'll even pause it a little bit after that. So 2 things. Williams, the running back, is pretty open on that Texas angle route. And he has scored a couple times this season on that route in this, short 3rd and goal situation. Everyone else is playing pretty dang good coverage behind that. The cover 2 zone is working out pretty good. Everyone had the responsibility and was guarding the area good. But on top of that, the pressure yet again is getting to Matthew Stafford very fast and is in his face. And in this angle, you would say he should be able to see Williams and hit him, and Williams should just be able to dive into the end zone and get a touchdown there. But we're going to let this thing go here, and we're going to hit a different angle. You're going to see why Stafford did not see Williams. Let's let it go. So right here. Right now, Williams is out of the picture, but he will be coming across on that Texas angle right from the left side of the off screen. But pressure in his face. Stafford has to throw this ball immediately. And on top of that, to be able to hit Kyron on the left and throw a catchable pass that isn't a lob, that isn't a duck, that isn't going to get batted down by the D lineman who had been batting down a lot of passes from Stafford in this game. That's an incredibly difficult throw to be able to laser beam that there with people in your face, and especially Calais Campbell, who's a huge human being. That's a tough task, for any quarterback to make, and he just didn't see him because of the pressure and the huge D linemen that are going to be, bearing down and potentially hitting him, pressuring him, maybe even sacking him if Stafford didn't get rid of it immediately. So Matthew Stafford got a lot of flack by many people in the Rams nation, but from this angle here, he had no chance to complete that because the pressure got there in his face immediately. He didn't have the vision to be able to see him because pressure in his face, and he didn't have the time to see Williams on that angle route. So what an incredibly impactful play this was by the Dolphins defense to get to Stafford yet again, make him have to throw it sooner than he wanted to, make him not be able to survey the field quite fast enough. And this was the last chance the Rams had to get back in this game, and they ultimately did not. This was it for them offensively, be able to get a touchdown, and Dolphins ended up winning it. But multiple pressures, multiple sacks, quarterback hits, everything screwed up the Rams offense today, and which led to them winning the game, upsetting the Rams 15-20 at the end of it. But this play right here sealed the deal, in my opinion. Dolphins pass rush was too much for the Rams O-line in this game.